like, I don't know if you actually listened to it.
Oh, I did.
But
He
that
made
was
me listen to it in the car once.
that was the funniest shit. Like when he goes, "Hey,
Yo,
Rashad," dude, I cried. Like that whole thing. Like I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, "There's no way he." Hey, Rashad.
Hey Rashad, I told him it's a banger. They ain't believe me, but now they gon' love us. Ha ha! Take it to the rack like B-Wade. Nobody in my way. Fuck it, I'ma hit the tray. Please don't get played if you get locked up.
What's up, everybody? We are back for our Week 9 preview and predictions podcast. It is your boy Chase here, as usual, with my normal host Josh. And we have another new guest this week. Say hello.
Yo, what up, guys?
Yep.
You know what it is?
Yep, that's Parker right there, folks. And he's on this week for, let me see how he did last week. I mean, he won last week. Didn't put up, let's see, where's he at?
Ooh, I
he
tied
did
for
put
second
up-
highest points.
He did
so.
tie for second highest points, and this is a Mel's only podcast, so by default, he was the highest scorer and deserved it this week. But we do respect women, we just don't allow
Yeah, we
them on
do.
the podcast.
Most of us, minus Jamie.
Yeah, completely. I mean, and
Yeah.
then you can always make the case when it comes to like Cam, because I mean, you never really know. But
That's true.
anyways, we're now 8 weeks in the season, 5 weeks left. 5 weeks left. We were gonna do a little bit of playoff format talking this week, but we're actually gonna save that for next week. 5 weeks just seems just like a week or so too far ahead. But as normal,
I agree
we're
with
gonna
that.
But as normal, we're gonna jump into our power rankings. Does anybody want to go first, or do you guys want me to go first?
Send it, Chase.
All right. And after the power rankings, we will definitely get into all the happenings from last week. We have a lot to talk about that is kind of fantasy football related, but on my power rankings, I'm going with Aaron number 1. I know he lost this past week, tied for second highest points all season long. He's been the best team, really, especially because all his trades have worked out. Number 2, I have Amelia. She was at 5 last week for me. 2's the highest she's been. And, I mean, she's basically 1 win away from clinching a playoff spot. And here's the thing, she's 6-2, guys. And listen to this remaining schedule. Cal. She gets to play Cal and Tyson. Alright, so two bye weeks for Amelia. And then her remaining 3 games is like me, Josh, and Kyle. That's all 3 games where you really just don't know. So she doesn't play an elite team yet, and she plays at the 2 worst teams also. So like she wins like 8 or 9 games minimum, which is pretty impressive, and she'll have the chance to get a bye basically. Number 3, I have Jamie. Self-explanatory. Jamie's still good. Zach and Heath are number 4 and 5. Their teams are similar to me. I don't know. I keep grouping them together. They both just really good teams, but did they both lose this week or did Heath win?
He'd lost.
They both lost.
Yeah, they both lost this week. So like they're both coming off losses. We'll see how they rebound. 6 actually have Parker. Parker, you've lost some games while scoring a lot of points. It's kind of similar to me. You have a lot of total points scored, so I do have you at 6. Kyle, I have at 7. Josh 8 and me 9. I've gotten super unlucky, folks. Not to brag, I am 3rd in total points. But I am 9th in the league, so whatever. Cam is 10. Cam, I really don't care that you beat me. Good for you. You're still below me. Cal 11. Tyson 12. Look, I might be on a 4-game losing streak. But Tyson, is he on a 6 or 5-game losing streak?
He's on 5.
He's on a 5-game losing streak, so that's 1 worse than me. So, and I hope
The longest in the league.
Yeah, the longest in the league. So there's really not much I can do for him there. So that's my power rankings. Whoever wants to go next can.
I have Aaron 1, Amelia 2, Jamie 3, Zach 4, Heath 5, which is the same top 5 as you. I mean, they're pretty consistent.
Yeah.
I have Kyle 6. I have Parker 7. I have me 8. I have Chase 9. I have Cam 10. I have Tyson 11, and I have Cal 12.
Okay, that's pretty similar. Minus flipping 6 and 7, it's flipping 11 and 12. Sounds about right. What about you, Parker?
Alright, so at number 1, I got Amelia.
Oh.
Amelia has
Put some respect on
record.
it.
Now this guy respects women.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I respect women. Best record in the league, scored the most points last week. Like, if you would have told me week 2 that Amelia would be number 1 in my power rankings, I would have said you're smoking crack. Like I thought she was destined for the SAT, but she has defied all odds. After losing 2 running backs, like incredible. Have to put respect on it for number 1.
I like that.
Okay.
2, I got Aaron just because his team's like a beast, obviously. 3, I got Zach. I think Zach seems pretty good, always at the top. 4, I got Jamie. 5, I got Heath. I think the 2 running backs he has will do enough. I think that's all he needs. 6, I got Kyle. 7, I have me. 8, I have Josh. 9, I have Cam.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, do you want to like switch that around since I just was talking about how I have the 3rd most total points scored?
I
Need
know
to
that,
switch that one.
but just based off like the past 2 weeks. I mean, Cam's 3-5. That's also the same record as you, and he beat you this week.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean,
Parker's only spitting facts, Chase.
All right, here's a stat for you. Cam has scored 633 points. I have scored 800. Let me remind you, I did the math yesterday. I am averaging 100 points a game. Cam is averaging like 78. Cam is not better than me by
But
8.
these
no,
are
I know. I mean, I'm sure if you played 4 more games, you would win all 4. Like it just was a bad week.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just wanted to put him there.
Okay.
10, I have Cal though.
Oh my
And-
gosh.
Just listen. And then 11, I have you, and then 12, I have Tyson. And I based my last 2, I based it off you're on a 4-game losing streak, and that's the second worst in the league, only behind Tyson, who has lost 5, so he deserves to be at the bottom. He's probably gonna say that.
Y'all can't see my face, but I'm cringing right now. This is painful to listen to, Chase. Oh.
So Cal only losing like what 2 in a row is better.
I mean,
no,
numbers never lie.
yeah. I mean, I'm going off the stats. This is like Moneyball over here.
Okay, let's just listen to this like shit right here. Cal's last 2 weeks, he scored like Cal's win, he scored 68 points. All right. Anyways, whatever.
A win's a
But
win.
that
That's
win
what it
came-
goes down as.
Yeah,
Whatever.
that win came quicker than your win. I mean,
All right, we're spicing it up. Whatever, I get it. That's okay. Interesting power rankings. Not sure. Can't say I agree with them, but interesting
do.
nonetheless. Oh, this ad just popped up on my screen. Monday Night Football upcoming week. If you thought Bills Patriots was bad, we got Titans Cowboys next week.
oh,
Be
sweet.
Dak Prescott and then a faster Dak Prescott. That's gonna be really fun to watch.
Hey, it was Marcus Mariota's birthday yesterday. I'd like to wish him a late happy birthday. Marcus, if you're listening, I figure you are. Happy birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday to the guy who had more picks than touchdowns thrown last season. Alright, so we're done with power rankings, thankfully. I don't have to torture myself anymore. Like, it really does suck because, like, last week, who was on last week? Tyson. Tyson had me at, like, 4. Like, and, like, now I've, like, fell down on guest thoughts from, like,
Yeah.
4 to 11.
4 to 11.
Alright,
That's a
anyways,
big drop.
so I guess before we get anything, talk about the Panthers last week. They looked awesome against the number 1 defense in the league. The Ravens were going 14.4 points per game, and we scored 36. And it could have been more.
It could have been 40.
Could have been 40 if Ron didn't try to injure Christian McCaffrey by running it up the middle 10. If you're going to run up the middle 10 straight times, at least put in, like, someone who's not important to the team.
Yeah, throw C.J. Anderson in there.
Throw, like, Alex Arma, Cameron Armas-Payne. Like, it would have been the ultimate douche move by, like, Ron and the offense as a whole. If just on, like, after, like, running up the middle 5 straight times, lining up in the eye, no receivers, Cam just, like, fake hand it off and run how he scored the running touchdown last week. Just do the exact same thing. Like, that would just been such a douche move, but I wish
That
I
would have been. Yeah. But it would have been fun to watch.
Oh,
Not
absolutely.
if you're a Baltimore fan, though. You'd hate to see that.
Yeah, I hate to see it. I don't know any Baltimore fans, but if I did, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think there is any. Now that I'm saying that out loud.
Yeah.
I've met a fan for, like, every team. Except for, like, the Chargers.
I'm not Chargers fan.
I've never met a
I
Chargers fan.
do go to NC State, so like I guess that makes sense. Cause you know like people are. I mean, there's Seahawks and Chargers fans here because 2 quarterbacks.
Oh, Seahawks. I thought he went to Wisconsin.
Look, I don't even like Russell Wilson, so I'm not even gonna argue with about that. I don't like him, so I can care less what college he claims. I think he's overrated. So, but
Well, that's good to hear.
yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't remember what we were talking about now.
We were talking about
Panthers look
went off.
good. Curtis Samuel and DJ Moore finally played. I would still like to see Curtis play a little more, of course. But I thought they looked really good. I'm feeling really optimistic going to the game this week. So I'm really looking forward to it now. I'd be very surprised if we don't make the playoffs at this point. I mean, we should go into the midway point of season 6-2. That's good.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think we make playoffs easily.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I also think we win this week.
I mean, the only thing that really sucks is that like we're the third best looking team in the NFC, but we could easily end up with the wild card because the Saints also
Yeah,
look really good.
Exactly.
That's what really sucks. But I forgot who I was talking about this with. But ideal scenario, this isn't ideal. Ideal is actually us getting like the 2 seed. Ideal if we don't win the division is us getting the 5 seed and playing like a 4 seeded Redskins team. You know, like. We play like the NFC East winner or the NFC North winner that just barely scraped into the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
Preferably the Redskins over the Eagles, and then like I would rather play the Bears than the Packers or Vikings.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
So like, that's not necessarily super ideal, but like that would be nice if we got like the 5 seed. If we ended up with the 5 seed and say like a 10-6 Redskins was there, like I'm confident we would beat them the next time.
Yeah, I think that game was just a fluke.
Right.
We played awful all around, so I think we could beat them again.
Yeah, and now all those games happen on Sunday, and the Monday night game happened on Monday, but last night was probably more action than anything that happened in the NFL over the weekend.
Last night, if you weren't paying attention to the group chat, you missed a lot.
And I don't know a single, I think everyone was paying attention. I couldn't tell you.
I think everyone was sick.
I mean, someone might have had to check out, but
Yeah.
they didn't.
I think I know one person that left a couple of times.
Yeah, and I can't say I blame him, honestly.
Yeah.
How did it even start? Like, I want to scroll back to see where it started, but I can't go back that far. Like, I just scrolled back for like 30 seconds, and I'm at to where like y'all's game is about to start, and we're talking about betting on the 2K game. So like that's not even close to the action. So how did it start?
I don't remember how it started, because it never really like started. It was just kind of like we were all just like talking, like joking around.
At one point, Aaron says, "Y'all want to see a video?" That's all I know.
Yeah.
And then it was all a blur.
We were all like, yeah, of course we want to see a video, Aaron.
Well, at one point he was talking about a girl he was about to cuff, and the next thing I know, like,
Yeah,
he just
that's
drops
exactly
his
how it
dick in
started.
it.
He was talking
Yes.
about like how he was like about to cuff somebody,
And then he said, "Y'all want to see a video?"
and I was like, who are you cuffing? Who you wifing? And he was like, you want to see? And I was like,
Yeah.
I'd like to see a picture of her. And then
We
get a video.
Ray J and Kim K Part 2.
Yes, that was. Chase, play the clip for him.
Yeah, this is YouTube. I think you can put the video on there just the whole time.
Play it over
As long
the
as
mic.
Marcus Mariota doesn't tell anyone that we were
Yeah.
talking about good, because I know he's listening. And it's just like, like that scrolling. Like if I left my phone for like 2 minutes, I check it and I had like 40 missed messages. Like if you weren't paying attention, you would have missed it.
Yeah, at one point I stopped reading the group message for 10 minutes to try and focus on my paper. I look back and I have over 200 messages. So the next 30 minutes was just me reading it and just like geeking the whole time.
Dude.
I don't even regret like writing my paper this morning, like trying to cram it in. Like, it was worth it.
Yeah, like I just crammed in my homework that was due today earlier, and like I couldn't care less. Last night was hilarious. Like let's analyze the tape here.
Yeah.
Right?
Here, are we all watching it at the same time?
Yeah.
All right. Here, I'll play the audio for you guys who are listening to the podcast.
All right, pull it up and
This.
start it.
All right. Right now we're just watching her head move. Oh, there's a butt cheek. Oh, there's
A big
Aaron.
black butt
and,
cheek.
Oh, Aaron's face absolutely is the best part. Like, let's just look at Aaron's face here.
He likes to. He just keeps rotating the phone from his face to her butt.
His like the half second that we can see his face, he looks so dissatisfied.
Yeah.
Like he does not look happy at all. All right. Top
Here's
three
how it
guesses
started.
on what was on him.
Here's how it started. Aaron said, "You go into the game with us," and then
That's how it started.
and then you said, "Me and Amelia riding with you, Cam," and then we were like praising him. We're like, he said, "Here's how it really started. Only because she beat me in fantasy, she doesn't have to pay." And we're like, "Wow, Aaron, that's big of you. Takes a big man to admit when a woman is on top of him."
I said
And
a
he
really
said,
big man. That
"I
one
love-
noticed.
No, I noticed. I laughed.
I love when a woman is on top of me. Not your girl though, Chase. Which
Oh, yeah.
very nice. I'm
Yeah.
glad he said that.
Yeah, thankfully.
And then
I
he
was
said he's
worried.
getting cuffed soon. And then we were like, oh, who are you getting cuffed to? And he goes, y'all want to see some videos? No one really says anything. Parker says yes, but we're all having like a different conversation.
Yeah.
And then he said, about to send it in the group right now. Amelia,
Like-
don't watch this.
I didn't want to be gay and say I wanted to see it, but there was no way he can offer that and me say no.
No,
Like
you know,
that.
after the first one, I didn't care how gay it sounded. Like, I was all in on like I wanted
On Aaron's porn videos.
Hey, we're a pro gay league.
Yeah.
Very true.
We are pro porn also.
We are also pro porn, and boy did we get some. Thank you, Aaron.
Aaron's my favorite porn star, easily. Better
At
than Johnny Sims.
7:52, Aaron sent it, and at 7:53, Amelia S left the conversation. So it didn't take her long to leave the conversation, and then it just kept
What made it even better, as we were pointing out yesterday, Josh randomly was like, "Aaron, you're at the Hornets game?"
like he was actually like going through his keepsafe in his phone while at the Hornets game, and I know I was watching it on my TV, and I could not tell you what happened like the whole second half. Like,
No way.
once that video got sent, I did not look up from my phone for hours. I didn't even go. I missed my dinner last night because I was so focused on this group chat.
From about 7:45 to about 11:45ish or like midnight. So for like a little over 4 hours, like I did nothing other than like look at the group chat.
And we were all just sending like funny like Aaron moments.
Like I bet you Aaron doesn't even know if we won yesterday. If the
Yeah,
Lakers won, and he was like,
yeah. And like the second the game was over, he was on 2K. So I'm not even convinced he was there.
yeah, he probably loved.
And then Aaron goes on this thread of like making the gayest in the group chat, the cutest in the group chat,
Oh,
and
we gotta read out
gayest
those
in the
rankings.
group chat,
That was
and
the
put it-
best.
and putting Aaron like at the bottom, and then doing cutest. Like I don't really know how that works.
Okay,
Yeah,
honestly, can we talk about how I was the only person Aaron ranked above himself? That says a lot.
I'm honestly blown. I was in the bottom half of that. Like that's.
I'm,
I already know his power rankings are like screwed up.
Hey, no homo though. But yeah, I don't know how you're in the bottom half either. But,
Thank you.
all right, Josh,
Well-
can you like scroll back and like read all the rankings for each of them for us? Basketball, cute, and gayness.
All right. So he had to do 2 on gayness because
All
his
right,
first
read
one
us
was
the
just
final one.
his like first one was just garbage.
Read
So
it from least gay to most gay.
least gay to most gay. All right, least gay has Aaron, then Amelia,
Understandable.
then Chase, then Parker, then Cam, then me,
Okay,
then
so you're
Zach.
in the top half. Okay.
then Zach, then Kyle, then Cal, then Jamie, then Tyson, and then Heath. I don't
Jamie,
really know how-
Tyson, Heath. Dude, he was
Yeah, I don't really
killing
know how
Tyson
Jamie,
and Heath.
Tyson, and Heath got to be the 3 gayest in the league.
I'm not mad at those power rankings. I think
Yeah,
that's
but I'm not
pretty.
mad
That's a
about
pretty
it.
solid list.
I'm not mad about it. Yeah, I'm.
Yeah,
I'm okay
certainly
where
not
I'm
mad.
at.
I'm the third least gay. Like I can deal with
And
that.
you're under the guy who made him and your girlfriend. So I mean, you're at a good spot. I mean, you're arguably number 1 on that list.
Yeah.
That is true.
And then you're still upper half. Like you and Zach are.
I'm
6
upper
and
half,
7.
I'm
so
good.
Zach's just slightly above average gay. So which I didn't know. So congrats on having the gay, Zach.
And then this is Aaron's cutest list. He's got Chase, you're the cutest.
Okay.
Then Aaron.
Understandable. I mean,
Then
okay.
Zach,
Like I'm definitely understandable, and same with Aaron at number 2. I get that.
Zach's a solid number 3.
Yeah, Zach's definitely a solid 3.
And Cal, I mean, you can give Cal
Okay.
4. I like giving Cal some shit, but you can give Cal 4.
I mean, he's a D2 athlete, so you got to put some respect
Yeah, I
on
mean,
him.
he's not unattractive.
Number 5. All right, guys. Number 5, Cam. I don't like.
How Cam wasn't like even below Kyle is beyond me.
It goes Cam, then me. I am literally like he looked at Cam and then looked at me and he goes, "Yep, Cam, you're above Josh." Like that hurts.
Also, Cam at number 5. So he looked at so many other people
He
and
looked
decided.
at the 11 dudes in the league, including himself, and said, "Yeah, Cam's in the upper half."
And then after me, Parker, Kyle, Jamie, Tyson, and Heath. So not only are Jamie, Tyson, and Heath the gayest, but they're also the ugliest.
So is that,
That
a
obviously
correlation?
goes hand in hand.
Yeah, the uglier you are, the gayer you are. Is that how that works?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know how that happens. And then here's his basketball one. He said he's number one. I mean,
Yeah,
him and
honestly,
James
all right, let's
close.
talk here. 1-on-1, who are you taking?
I'm probably
I'm
taking
taking
Aaron
I'm taking
one-on-one.
Aaron 1-on-1.
I've never seen Aaron play, so I can't really say anything.
Yeah, Parker, man. You had to have realized he was good once he threatened $100.
Once I saw like everyone saying, "Wait, Parker, chill," like he's really good. I was like, "Oh, wait a second."
When he said put up 100, you knew he was being dead serious too.
I just thought he was trying to flex some money because I obviously don't have 100. He has. I was like, I guess he's flexing, like clout chasing.
No, he's pretty good. I mean, it's close between him and Jamie. Obviously, I'd probably pick Jamie, but one-on-one, I'm taking Aaron.
Oh, absolutely.
It honestly depends on who gets ball first. Because if they're playing make it, take it, I mean...
Like Aaron's spin move is the greatest move in basketball history.
He spins. If you blink, you miss it. He's already scored.
You think we're joking because he's not the smallest guy in the world, but like he's literally so quick when it comes to like on the basketball court, and he's not even tall, but he'll find a way to get rebounds over you. Like it's incredible.
And like he said himself, he's lazy on defense. So like if Jamie gets it and Jamie just like does his little dribbles and gets like a good look, I mean Jamie's making that too. So, I mean, whoever gets the ball first if they're playing, like, make it, take it, I mean, they're winning. Because there's no way Jamie's stopping Aaron in, like, the paint.
No, like...
And if Jamie's shooting open jump shots, Jamie's going to win.
Like, Aaron's handles are so nice. He can shoot, and his spin move is just, like, absurd. Like, I don't understand. Like, if Aaron...
Like, I don't understand how, did he come out of the womb spinning? Like, I don't understand how he is so good at spinning.
Like, Aaron, this isn't even taking a shot at you, but, like, if, like, some of, like, your wideness was transferred into, like upwards with verticalness, like easily D1, like
easily.
Without a doubt.
And it's just because that spin move. I mean, like no one can stop that. Kawhi couldn't stop that spin move.
No, dude, like it's incredible. Like he might be the best scorer in basketball history.
John studies it.
All right. Anyways, what's the rest of the list?
So it's Aaron, Jamie, Chase, Kyle, me, Zach, Parker, Heath, Cal. No Tyson included on that list.
Okay, I will say though, Tyson is definitely better than me. I played at Oak Park some this summer, and a couple of times Tyson was there. Tyson 100% better than me. So I'll settle for number 4. I'll adjust his power rankings there. Tyson is definitely number 3.
All right.
No offense to Josh, but Josh, you're in the bottom. You're in the bottom like 3.
Parker, I'd beat you one-on-one.
Oh my god.
Okay, it's hard to be in the bottom 3 when 2 of the spots are already taken up by Cam and Cal.
Yeah.
All right.
You tell me everyone else other than that's better than Josh. I mean, I guess he's definitely better than Amelia, but like after that, I don't know. I feel like he's better than you, Parker. That day at Oak Park was not pretty, man. I picked you over Dennis. I was like, yeah, we're about to be getting hella boards. Nope.
Yeah, Parker, I haven't heard a lot about Oak Park, but I've just heard about the one time you've gone. And everyone just keeps telling me it was not. I don't know exactly what happened.
I'm pretty sure I had a heat stroke that day, so that was not a good day for a
Can anyone confirm the heat stroke?
Yeah.
I can neither confirm nor deny the heat stroke.
That's all I'm saying. It was a hot 100, so that was a tough day for Parker.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll give you that.
Yeah. So last night was, and then like not only was Aaron like flexing like his sex tapes and like all his power rankings, like then he smacks you in 2K.
Oh, whoa. Let's not say smacks. I started out poor.
Dude, it started off up 12-4 and he had that breakaway dunk. I was like, yeah, this is over.
But I scored more than him in the second, third, and fourth quarter.
Dude,
so if I just
it looked so difficult for you to like score one basket, and Aaron looked like he was just going down and like backing you down. Yeah,
because it's Anthony Davis. Like, I couldn't do anything like on defense, like against him. And then whenever Anthony Davis was on defense, it was so hard. Because like obviously, if I'm using Timberwolves, I'm gonna score using Cat. I couldn't use Cat because Anthony Davis was up his butt the whole time. So it wasn't pretty. I mean, the first quarter wasn't pretty, but I outscored him in the second, third, and fourth. So I think if we take it a 7-game series, I think I can win.
You guys do need to have a 7-game series. I'm definitely down for that.
And then Zach has to give Parker his money back if I win.
Yeah, really.
I don't know if I agree with that, but
yeah.
Just throwing that out there, Zach. If you want to be a good person.
Yeah.
It did suck watching Parker. Watch that Venmo go through from Parker.
Oh, yeah. That one wasn't pretty.
Last night was like truly hilarious. And like most people were a part of it. Like Cal was even like silently a part of it. Like he even watched
Yeah.
the Twitch. So like every person was a part of it. You gotta feel for Kyle. He's truly missing out on
Yeah.
what's a
Yeah,
remembered experience.
I was thinking about that too last night. Like, it sucks to be Kyle.
Like when he got that Twitter notification from me when I added all of us in Aaron's tweet, like he was confused out of his mind.
Yeah.
Like he's truly missing out on like a great life experience here.
Yeah,
And,
like it's definitely been the best year of this league we've ever had.
yeah, and so like
I
this
mean-
year's been. Like, what were we saying, Parker?
I mean, you definitely got to point it out to the two newcomers of me and Tyson.
Oh, absolutely. Credit to you guys for being very good league mates. No sticks in the mud. You guys are full of just whatever it is, man. And Tyson's a great punching bag for me and Aaron. So yeah, definitely great. And there's been so
And
many
also,
good moments this season.
we also got rid of if we had a certain member from last year, I'm not going to name any names, but that porn video might not have looked great. In 2018, the year of our Lord, this has definitely been the best year we've had.
Oh,
of fantasy
okay.
sports.
I was thinking Nick this whole time, but yes, there's a certain member. Not gonna confirm nor deny whether they're a part of Jamie Gate.
Yeah.
Not gonna like. And this is not it's not a bad thing that it would not have flown with this guy in the league. Let's clarify this now. He is a better person than all of us combined.
Yep.
Like
I
absolutely.
love dude to death.
Yeah, absolutely one of my favorite people on earth. Like, if I had to pick, like, a model citizen, model human being, he's one of them. But the group chat would have been super awkward last night.
Oh my
Still
god.
been in the league.
The group chat was awkward when we were just roasting each other.
Yeah, like,
Let
like,
alone
if someone dropped
before
an
we were all sending our sex tapes.
if someone dropped an F-bomb in the league, it was
Like uncomfortable.
It was like a little like, okay, well, we know one person's not going to reply for the next
Yeah. Yeah. And like you didn't want to talk shit to him either because he was such a good guy.
Yeah, I could talk like junk with Matt to an extent, but like I'll be like, Josh, I'm gonna bend your team over. But like, if I said that to like Matt, it definitely felt a little off brand.
Yeah. Yeah, I would never tell Matt I was about to bend him over.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I love Matt to death, but yeah, last night was hilarious and probably wouldn't have happened. With
Exactly.
Matt in there.
But what an all-time night.
All-time night, so that brings me to my next point. Let's rank the top 5 league moments so far this season. Because there's been some good ones.
I don't want to say recency bias, but last night was pretty good. I mean,
Are you
Yeah.
guys taking number 1? Are you guys taking last night number 1?
Yes, no
I
doubt.
have not laughed that hard in a long time.
Like, not only was it full of laughs, it was just, like, so unique. Like,
Yes.
like people argue about trades and stuff like that, but, like, how often can you just be like, yeah, like, this dude just sent, like, a sex tape?
I was sitting in my apartment alone last night and I was crying. Like my stomach was hurt. I was like bent over at my phone just dying laughing. Like I just like want to experience that feeling again of like laughing that hard. Like I would have done anything for him to send the rest of the videos just so I could continue that laugh. Cause that was the funniest night I've oh, that was so funny.
Like, when I tell you I literally got nothing done, like, that's not an exaggeration. Like, I was saying earlier, I literally had just pulled up my laptop to finish up some stats homework. As soon as I saw that video, I closed my laptop and put my books away.
Yeah.
And I didn't look up from my phone until I went to sleep, honestly.
That's
Yeah.
so funny.
All-time night.
Definitely number 1.
We're only through week 9, so imagine all the other stuff can happen.
Like-
But to continue, we were talking about number 2. I'm probably taking that night of Cam's trade drama where Cam was not going to trade Aaron.
Oh, I'm taking that for sure, dude.
Yeah.
That, like, brought, like, not only, like, it was so good that it wasn't funny. Like, it literally brought in, like, moral dilemmas.
Yeah.
Like Aaron literally brought out, Cam, when you were homeless, I let you see it.
Yeah.
It was getting so
Like,
serious.
it got uncomfortable after that.
Like, it was getting so serious, and, like, Aaron was like, dang, y'all really aren't, like, my true friends and stuff like that. Like, it was getting wild, dude. And, like, what ensued from that was hilarious. It spent, like, 2 straight days of, like, only trades.
Exactly. Like, that night caused, like, the most trades this league's ever seen. Like, in a whole league, let alone in just 2 days.
Like, half the NFL was gone.
Yeah.
Like, they were on different teams. So, yeah, that night was, like, it was, like, funny, but it was like serious too, and I think that's when it made it so good because you normally don't see stuff that serious, and it was serious, and it brought into the whole cool thing of doing signatures.
Yeah, which is like probably one of the best things you've ever had.
And gave us the idea of making a constitution, which we still haven't done, and we need to do.
But we'll get to it.
We should do that when we all watch like a game like over Christmas break.
Yeah, if we all meet up, we make the Constitution like during that Sunday. That'd be incredible.
Number three.
Gotta go. I'm probably gonna put Jamie Gates.
That's what I was gonna say. Jamie Gates is strong number 3.
Jamie Gate also because that started off the year on like a hot note. Like
yeah.
Like
and it's still going on.
Yeah, like definitely because Josh and I on our very first podcast we point out how Jamie got a bunch of people that like beat women, and then like from that we were like, wait, how did he get so many good people? And then like it really the wheels really started turning here. And like Parker, you were a direct victim of Jamie Gates, so like
I was.
Speak on that some.
Just completely hurt. Like I was pretty pumped. I got invited to you guys' league. I was like, oh fuck yeah, or oh heck yeah. And then all of a sudden like Josh was like, yeah, my bad. All of a sudden Josh hits me with, also your first round pick is going to Jamie. I was just like, oh wow, like you guys are really trying to tarnish my season.
I felt so bad having to say that to you. Like I was like, dang, like out of all the people to leave it, like is Matt. Like I felt so bad. I was like, well, that's why I told you. I was like, you can discuss with Jamie. I don't know how he's gonna be about it. But...
Yeah.
And the fact that
did you discuss? Did you try to like make a deal with him?
Yeah, I tried to like give him like a pick and also give him like Le'Veon Bell or I forget who was or David Johnson, who were like arguably like 3 out of the top 4 picks, as like trade him that and then give him a draft pick. That way he has like one of them. Yeah. But he was confirmed on taking my pick and ruining my season. But I prevailed.
You only have one less win than him, so cheaters never win, Jamie.
That is facts.
That's true. So I mean that was a strong number 3. It's still going on.
Yeah, like when we had lead investigator Heath on the case. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting topic because I mean there are still the reports. Is Matt's marriage real? Like you really just don't know.
And we still haven't got to the bottom of it, so a continuing league drama.
This is a very long case. Okay, so like 2 more here. I think one it kind of ties into a previous one, but like Cam just trading his whole team is fun.
Exactly. Like his actual trades, like I look forward to them because I know I'm going to get a good laugh. Not as strong as I did last night, but I know I'm going to get a good laugh from looking at those.
And at one point, Cam had Thielen, Hopkins, and Joe Mixon.
Okay, yeah, like let's.
And now he has nobody.
Let's go back to the week
and Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, like he had all that quarterback drama too. Let's go back to the week that he beat Zach. I believe it was week 2. Yeah, week 2 he beat Zach 117-65. And because he scored 117 points, Cam realized, oh, gotta trade Kirk Cousins. Oh, gotta trade DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh, can't keep Kenyon Drake, who just balled out.
Oh, yeah, gotta trade Adam Thielen. Like, heck
yeah, that Adam Thielen trade's not looking good right now.
That Adam Thielen guy sucks. Only the second guy ever to have 100 yards in 8 straight games. Hell no.
Yeah.
So,
I wouldn't want him on my team.
He went from Kirk Cousins, Adam Thielen, and DeAndre Hopkins to now let's click on his team. His top 2 receivers are Devin Funchess and Emmanuel Sanders. Like Emmanuel Sanders, yeah, I get it. He's even thrown for a touchdown. But Funch, when your top 2 were Thielen and Hopkins, like Funch just looks horrible.
Yeah, exactly.
Funchess probably wouldn't make the starting lineup on almost most of the people in our league's team.
No, absolutely not.
Nobody. Nobody's team.
Like in real life, he's not a wide receiver 1 on most teams. He's literally not even our wide receiver 1. But he's wide receiver 1 for Cam. And like, yeah, Deshaun Watson balled out last week. Like, of course it was against me. Like Deshaun Watson's touchdowns this season. Let me read them out for you. 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 5. Playing Chase, we gotta go off.
Yeah, it's funny when you say it out loud.
Freaking ridiculous, man. His 2 weeks previous to this past week, 5 and 10. 30. Okay. Like, okay, Deshaun.
Yeah.
But like before that, at one point he had like 5 guys on his roster that were QBs. Like one of them was Baker. He started Flacco one time. He started a lot.
He even picked up Fitzmagic.
Yeah, he did.
And that was before he was really good.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah, that was Cam Training's whole team is hilarious, and I guess the last one is.
I'd say an honorable mention. Like this doesn't count one of 5, but an honorable mention since Cam's making like top 3 of the top moments is a couple nights ago when Zach. I mean, Zach's a pretty nice guy. I'd say Zach is one of the nicest people I know, and then out of nowhere, for no reason, just buried Cam. That was one of the funniest.
That was so funny.
That was one of the funniest things. I mean, and Zach was just ruthless, and no one knew why. I mean, you put a little alcohol in him, and Zach gets ready to kill.
Yeah.
He quits taking all the anger out on the fish and starts taking.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, didn't he lose the Cam?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
so
he did.
that might be somewhere where the anger stemmed from.
Two of Cam's 3 wins are to me, Kyle, and Josh. I mean, to me, Kyle, and Zach, but he lost to Cal.
Hey, his team plays big when it counts.
Yeah, apparently. All right, so the last league moment that we were thinking about, Heath. Like, in general, the fact that he doesn't reply to any text ever.
Yeah, the fact that he is not included on one of all the trades because he just like he texted me, he been sleep.
2 days later, I've been sleeping, dude.
I've been sleeping. Like, okay, Heath, how long you been sleeping, buddy?
I'm not even gonna like lie here. Like, this is something I know for a fact Cam does, and I don't know if Heath necessarily tries to do this either. I think like Heath genuinely like just doesn't reply. Like, I know Cam for a fact loves to act like fake busy, and like I definitely have things to do in my life, but like I'm not gonna lie, like I have my phone with me at all times.
Yeah, there's
Sure.
Like,
if I don't have my phone in my hand, I don't even keep it in my pocket. I just like hold it at my side. So if you text me and I don't answer,
I feel like
I'm
some
just
people
being a
think
douche.
like saying that makes it seem like you're not like you have like no life, but like no, like literally I have my phone on me at all times. Like, if you really had an emergency, like I could reply to you instantly.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and I have no shame in admitting that. Like if you send me like Chase's an emergency, I'll reply within like 10 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, it's one of those things. Like, Heath, what you doing, bro?
Especially when like everyone wanted one of his running backs.
Yeah, like everyone's trying to trade with Heath, and like it's like by pigeon carrier. Like
Yeah.
you send Heath a text, he's like, all right, I guess I'm gonna reply with the pigeon. Like he's sending one from Charlotte to Raleigh.
Yeah, he's like, wonder how long this pigeon will take to get to Greenville. Don't get lost, buddy.
Oh my god.
And the pigeon was sleeping, chill.
Yeah, he been sleeping.
Okay, so that was good. Yeah, the league moments. Looking forward to them not ending anytime soon, because league has been great this year. I know we're technically, if you include playoffs, we're exactly halfway through. 8 weeks out of 8, 8 weeks out of 16, 5 more regular season weeks and the 3 playoff weeks. So it's been great so far. I am looking forward to all of us being able to meet up.
If you have any honorable mentions that we forgot, feel free to send them.
Yes, definitely send them.
We're making a list, so feel free to send them if you have a top moment.
Definitely. I'm hoping I can get league historian Zach Clark to write up a nice like summary of the 2018-19 season after this fantasy season to post on the website.
That would be
great.
electric.
So if we can keep in mind all these great moments, that would be great. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the actual like the recap and predictions. And we've went on this for a while, so recap we're gonna go really quick. I'm just gonna say the scores honestly, but I'm gonna say mine last because we'll see. Josh, you beat Zach 94-92, even with Josh Gordon not playing. Brady didn't have a touchdown, so that really hurt Zach.
Well, Zach also lost 4 points from his defense, so you hate to see that.
Yeah.
If he would have made a good decision like I did and just not started a defense, he would.
Yeah.
That's true. Kyle edged out a win over Heath. That was a big win for Kyle. Heath, Kenyon Barnard. We don't know what happened to him. Amelia, big win for her. Cam is in MVP form. I have him 3rd on my MVP rankings right now.
A big win for Amelia is an understatement. I mean, every single person on our team almost scored 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. That was a huge
And
win
to
for
take
her.
first place in the league.
Yeah,
All-time week from Amelia.
Definitely. And now Parker won this week over Cal. Expected that, but Parker did put up points as he had been doing. Joe Mixon, huge for him. Jamie wins over Tyson. Once again, Mahomes, good. 26. I would like to point out came at 27. Tyson lost again, no surprise there. And then the last game here, me and Cam tied. 78-78.
So who won after the tie?
Cam.
Cam.
I had about
I
half
forgot,
my
I'm
team
sorry.
on bye week. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, is anybody looking at this game right now?
I am.
Go look at
Yeah, we're gonna
Cam's
see.
bench. Who the hell is Raheem Mostert?
Yeah, I don't know.
This is
I'm
like
not
when
gonna
you're-
lie to you.
This is
I
when
have
you're
no
year
clue.
10 in franchise mode on Madden. And you're just drafting randoms out of college. Like I joked when I said, who the hell is Marlon Mack? Like, I had heard of him. I literally
Yeah.
never heard of Raheem Mostert.
Yeah, I've never heard of him
Like, I'm
either.
reading the news that says he's listed as questionable for, like, okay, who cares? Like, I don't think anyone's worrying about Raheem Mostert.
Yeah, I wonder how many people actually have him.
Yeah, like,
An average of 1.8% people have him. Oh no, that's his points. My
Yeah,
bad.
18%.
18% of people
He's
have
looking
him.
pretty good then.
I don't know who the hell that is, but I'm pissed that I lost to him. Here's all the scenarios where I could have won. My janitor of a quarterback, maybe, okay, Eli stats, big time here. 316 yards,
Chase,
as I
you
said.
said my parent. When you said my parent's insurance salesman,
Yeah, I
lost
lost it.
Dude,
Yeah,
that
that
was
was so
funny.
funny.
Eli Manning sucks. He's a terrible quarterback. He's been terrible for a long time. He's literally like a statue in the pocket. Like, I promise you, like, Stephen Hawking, more mobile in the pocket. Like, RIP to the lost ones, but, like, Stephen Hawking easily more, like, mobile in the pocket. This dude, like, if the pocket even somewhat collapses, he just falls to the ground and can't move. Eli is so bad, and I can't believe I had to pick him up this week. And it really was, like, my best option, which is even more annoying. So if Eli just doesn't throw one of his 2 picks, I win. Kamara, can't complain from him. Kerryon Johnson, can't complain much from him, except the fact that he had 99 yards. Kerryon, think of my team. 99 yards. You know how many times you just get tackled and you don't, like, stretch the ball out? Like, you know how you're at the goal line, you really stretch that ball out? Like, bitch, just stretch the ball out once. Like, you're about to get tackled for a first down, ho-hum, stick the ball out 1 more yard, I win. It's so, like, inconsiderate. Tyreek Hill, 7 points, okay. Curtis, bro, like, it's really not necessarily your fault. You had 28 yards, but I'm looking at you on this one catch, Curtis. You caught the ball top of the screen. You make one cut, good cut. You're shifty. Then you can cut up the field for about 3 yards. And I looked at the clip again. You can cut up for about 3 yards. No. You got to cut one more time and you lose 1 yard. If you just don't cut that second time, I win. Ebron really can't complain. Crow, I don't know what's going on here. 13 carries for 25 yards.
That's not good.
How do you run for less than 2 yards a carry? If you
Yeah.
hand me the ball 13 times in the NFL, I think I get 30 yards. Like, come on, dude. Bears defense, not much to complain about. Like, but dude, like, I am so pissed right now. Chris Hogan had 4 points, who was in my flex all week until I put in Curtis Samuel. Like, this is so ridiculous that my team keeps doing this to me. And the root of all these problems is Eli Manning. Eli is horrible, dude. It's funny that he has more passing yards than Tom Brady, but, like, this dude just needs to hang him up. Oh my god, dude. And then, like, Deshaun Watson. Like, I don't know. I'm so done with this game. I'm done with my team. I can still make the playoffs, yes. At 6-7, I might squeeze in. You never know. But I'm glad I have all these people off bye. I dropped Eli as fast as it possible, man. Like, he was the
You
first
waited
dude
up
off the
till that
waivers.
4 a.m. where you could drop him.
Dude, that day on Tuesday mornings, I wake up at 4:30. Best believe as soon as I woke up, I put in that claim for freaking get him off my team. All right. So, yeah, last week sucked. I truly started, like, Monday night when I was getting really pissed off, that's when I started having visions in my brain of, like, being in that SAT room. Like, I was remembering the smells and, like, what I was wearing of the last time I took the SAT. Like, it's, like, really PTSD. Like,
Yeah.
I was wearing a light blue Myrtle Beach Pelicans shirt. And, like,
Yeah, I did not want to go through that again.
it was the night of the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, man. And, like, I'm really having PTSD from that moment. It was horrible.
I mean, it could be any of us three on the podcast right now. That's the scary part.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's what's even scarier is that, like, what if... Oh, it's so scary to think about. Because say all 3 of us don't make the playoffs. Same we were saying with Tyson. like right now, I was looking at us three, Tyson, Cam, and Cal, and like one of the three of us, there's a good chance would be in the losership.
Yeah. And that
I mean,
game is going to be terrifying.
dude,
That's
like
going to be so
if,
bad.
If when we meet up to watch football, if we meet up on that week 16,
If I'm in the loser bracket, I'm not coming.
The two people in the losership have to be there, dude. That's gonna be like the most stressful and miserable day ever.
Yeah,
Whoever
I
it
like.
is.
I
I
do
can't
not
wait
want.
for it as long as it's not me.
Oh man, it's gonna be so hype.
Yeah, it's gonna be hype if it's not me in it. Like I care more about not taking the SAT than I do winning like the money. Easy. Okay, so that's enough of that. We're gonna now look forward to this week. We talked about a lot of other things. We'll look forward to this week. Crucial week for a lot of people. I'd say first start with me. It's a really crucial week for me against Heath. I still do feel good about my team.
Yeah,
it
you
seems
do have a
weird.
good team.
I
mean,
a
it's
good
like you've
team.
said a billion times with you being number 3 in scoring. Like, you have a good team. You just don't have great matchups ever.
No, and even this week, like Philip Rivers against. Oh, guess what? Seattle defense.
Your whole team's on the road this week, too. That's not looking great.
Well, he doesn't have Saquon Barkley this week, so like just based off that, like I don't believe in Houston.
And Melvin Gordon's coming off injury. Who knows if he's actually playing or not?
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, he's playing against Seattle too. So like for this, and keep in mind, I'm playing Keenan Allen and Antonio Gates, so I have two other Chargers guys in there. So like if their passing game gets going, then good. But if their running game is all that keeps them afloat, then bad for me.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean,
It could
It's
come
gonna
down
be-
to that.
yeah, it's going to be close. I mean, obviously, Heath has one of the better teams in our league. Saquon Barkley being on bye
But I'm
definitely
pissed looking at
hurts.
this. Like Minnesota, good defense. Cleveland, good defense. Like this is really annoying. Again.
Yeah.
For me.
Russell Wilson has this thing, too, where he likes to throw to every single receiver other than Doug Baldwin. So, I mean, Tyler Lockett scored a touchdown every single week except for one. Like, that's great. I mean, that's just a free 6 points right there.
Yeah, so we'll see how this week goes. I'll be kind of stressed. Losing this week would really suck, because then I'd have to definitely win 3 of my next 4 to even have a chance at the playoffs.
Yeah.
But if I can win this week, then I can look at my last 4 games going. If I can go 500 and be at 6-7, I might have a chance.
But that's a stretch in our league.
Oh,
Like
no,
everyone's just so.
It is a stretch because now there's 5 teams with 5 wins and a team with 6. So that's a stretch. So most likely I need to win 4 of my next 5, and this sucks because if I would have just kept Chris Hogan in my flex, I win. If Alvin Kamara just freaking does anything in week 4, or week 5, sorry, I can't talk. I'm that flustered. If he does anything in week 5, I'm 4-1. Like, oh man, that's frustrating. Anyways, I'm picking myself this week. I'm betting on myself. I think I can run the table.
Yeah, it's going to be close. I mean, Melvin Gordon coming off injury, you don't know. You don't know how his leg
And
is.
Rivers is looking MVP. Like even if Seattle's defense
Yeah.
is solid, they're airing that thing out.
Kenyon Barner was MIA. So, I mean, that's not looking great in the running back spot. I mean, they gave White all the carries. Demaryius Thomas, I mean, new team. He hasn't been playing well all year. I mean, it really can't hurt him. So it's going to be close. I mean, I do think you pull it out just because your team's been playing well. You just have bad matchups. So I'm going to give it to you this week.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Chase wins by a landslide.
Oh,
A lance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Like it. I like the sound of that.
I'm saying at least 15.
You're taking your guy who was 11th
Yeah.
in the power rankings in a landslide.
Yep.
Well, if I'm looking at my power rankings right now, and if he doesn't have both his running backs healthy and playing, then he falls like below you. Like he's nothing without those 2 running backs.
Yeah, I agree with that statement. I mean, I wouldn't say nothing, but
Oh, and
Well, yeah, I mean,
also,
definitely-
let's
they
just hope
definitely
Matt
care.
Ryan sucks a giant one this week.
Yeah.
I hope that every week.
What's the matchup again? Let me go look. I have to click on it again.
Well, Mike Evans might do something with Fitzmagic starting.
And our defense still is not.
But he likes to pass.
Yeah.
Okay, Washington's defense is good.
Yeah,
Washington's
Washington's
defense is like the
defense-
number 1 now.
Yeah.
So and it's on the road. Like Matt Ryan, you take him out the dome. What is he like? Maybe Ryan Tannehill at best.
And then,
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't part.
Let's look at the stats here. Matt Ryan on the road this year. 1 touchdown, 2 turnovers. A total of 22 fantasy points.
That's not great.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, literally, I contribute all success to the dome and the team run. Because, I mean,
Yeah.
come on. Alright, anyway, so we're all going me. Sweet. Parker has me by a landslide. So now we're going to go next week. The next game. What game you guys feeling here?
I mean, come on.
Amelia
Yeah.
Cal?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's just look. I know like Amelia's team had like in her 2 losses, she had like dud weeks. I think maybe what was her other loss? Let me go look. Her other loss. Okay, she had 92 in her other loss. So like she had 49, and ever since then she's scored at least 92 in every week except 1. That's actually really good.
Yeah.
But anyways, like so, I think it's safe to say. I mean, like Tampa Bay's defense is bad.
Yeah. Not great.
It's the last ranked defense. Like you never know with the Panthers. Like Ron might be like somehow like only want to run the ball because like Ron's just dumb sometimes.
Yeah.
But I don't see how we don't put up some points after last week.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like Cal's team. Now, the only thing to watch for, Rob Gronkowski today, a reporter asked him, do you miss the end zone? And Gronk said, I think the end zone misses me. And the reporter said, what does that mean? And Gronk said, you tell me. So I don't really know how to interpret Gronk talk,
Okay,
but it sounded like he's about to go off this
okay,
week.
but how much can Gronk possibly do? Like even if he scores 30 and Fitzmagic and Gronk can both score 30, and like Cal might get like 80 points tops.
Yeah.
Like Jarvis Landry has not been good lately.
I mean, this game's not going to be close. I mean, I think,
No,
I'm pretty sure Rob would say Amelia.
I'm taking Amelia by a landslide.
I'm taking Amelia.
I'm taking Amelia, but I think it's gonna be closer than like what you guys are thinking.
Okay.
But I don't know.
You think this game's going to be close, but you think Chase wins in
Hey, fantasy sports are weird, man.
They are weird.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's gonna be that close, but I'm saying Chase wins with a larger amount than like Amelia's gonna win.
Okay, hot take.
That is a hot take.
All right, so let's see another game that we can address. I would assume Zach and Tyson.
Yeah.
Bye week Zach, that's good. Tyson's team, man, he scored 2 more points than me last week, and I was having a meltdown, and he was probably happy to get the 80 mark.
Look, Zach took out his defense. I wish he would have. Bet he wishes he would have done that like 3 days ago.
Dude, Kareem Hunt is so good, man.
Yeah. And Deshaun Jackson. That's Fitzmagic's favorite receiver.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have that great chemistry. Greg Zuerlein is like one of the best kickers.
Yeah. I mean, he was stressing me out.
Like he was hurt, man, but his the three games he's played, 16, 13, and 8. Like what more can you ask for from your kicker?
Yeah, that's solid kicker.
And I'm looking at like Cobb really. I mean, he played last week, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 4-4. I don't know, like he's ever since Jordy Nelson got hurt that one year, and you thought Cobb was about to be that number 1 option, he really hasn't done much. Like maybe he's just not built to be a number 1. And
yeah, I agree with
now
that.
he's just falling off. Sanu, I mean, he's like the 3rd best receiver on that team now. I think he's a good receiver, but Ridley has really stepped up. And like Sanu still puts up decent points, definitely.
But I just think targets wise, Sanu's like the second best to have.
Yeah.
On the Falcons.
Yeah. I mean, Javorius Allen, he's not doing anything. Like, he's just not.
Yeah.
He
Not with Alex Collins playing.
Yeah, no. Oh, I mean, he had a touchdown last week, I think. Yeah, against us.
Yeah.
But, okay, like good for him. Seahawks defense, you don't know. The Chargers are a good offense, so it's hard to tell. All I know is I'm taking Zach. That's all.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm taking Zach as well.
Brady will probably have like a good statistical week because that could be a shootout. The GOAT versus Brady next week. But I'm so excited for that game.
I am so excited. That promo was the best promo I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was really hype.
Like, it would be so awesome if the Packers win because that'll make Rodgers 2-0 against Brady.
Yep.
And you know who else is 2-0 against Brady?
That's what I was about to say. You know who else is 2-0?
Cam. Like, if my 2 favorite quarterbacks can be 4-0 against Tom Brady, like, that's all I need, like, to be happy in life.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like, I can just boast that crap so much, dude. And if one of those teams makes it to the Super Bowl this year and beats the Patriots, like, I will gloat for the rest of my life.
I agree with that. 100%.
Yeah. So, who are you guys taking, Zach?
Yeah. Oh, I think we're all across the
Or-
board,
or is
Zach.
Parker
Yeah,
going?
Zach.
Okay, Parker's
Definitely Zach.
not going against the grain here.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we'll go Josh and Cam.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
hoping
know.
for a big week this week.
This probably like you're probably hoping you win this one easy, but I mean,
Yeah, I don't think I will. I mean, I'm nervous.
yeah.
I mean, you have Chris Ivory as your running back.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah, I
it's
think-
not great.
Yeah, I mean, like your whole team is on bye.
Yeah,
I mean,
literally my whole team.
Cam's team just. I hate that say this because I lost to it, but his team just isn't good. Dude, it's
Yeah.
No, you know who I blame the most? Freaking Sony Michelle never got hurt. James White never plays this much. Come on, dude. This is so annoying, man.
And I know Baltimore's the #1 defense, but I just have faith James Conner can carry my running back slot.
Yeah.
I mean, look, since I got him, he went 30, 24, 32.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah,
Um.
and
uh,
James Conner beat cancer.
yeah.
that is true.
If he can beat cancer, then you can beat Cam.
That's true.
Uh,
I mean, obviously waiting on Cooper Kupp, see how he does.
Yeah, and you do have like a. I mean, yeah, you have a system quarterback thrown to Cooper Kupp, but they'll still put up numbers.
All right. I have had enough. I don't know where this Goff slander came from, because last year you were saying like Goff could be like, like not as good Aaron Rodgers, but he plays the same way. And then this year you were just slamming it.
Dude, I've came into the light, man. This stuff is so easy for him, man. Like he has to do nothing. Like he's thrown like 5 shovel pass touchdowns this season.
Yeah, but I mean,
But
when
that
you
doesn't
have
mean
Todd
he's not
Gurley,
good.
everyone's going to do it.
Oh no,
Like,
it's great
if
for fantasy.
Todd Gurley was on the Panthers, Cam Newton would do that.
Absolutely. But no, okay, but that's even different. You put Todd Gurley on the Panthers, that team, the Panthers still aren't as stacked as the Rams are. If you swap McCaffrey and Gurley,
Yeah,
like,
no,
the Rams are
no,
still stacked.
I get that, but you're saying like if you're just saying slot
Oh,
receivers.
fantasy-wise, Goff is great. I'm saying if I'm building a team from scratch, if I'm just taking a player off of like value, like how good of a quarterback he is, I'm not having Goff in like my top 10.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's top 10, but I still really like him. He's definitely top half.
I mean, he's
top 15.
perfect for the team
He's top
just
15.
because of all the weapons they have.
Yeah, he's definitely like top 15.
I mean, I would even say top 12.
I mean, that might be.
I would say he shifts between the 11 and 12 spot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, what's like your consensus top 10? Like, I mean, I'm taking like Rodgers, Cam, Breeze, Brady, Cousins, Stafford, Ryan.
Yeah.
Stafford?
Mahomes. Yeah, Stafford's in my top 10. Ben.
Yeah, Stafford's a good quarterback. I mean, he just doesn't win.
He stat pads and he doesn't win, but he's still a top 10 guy, probably.
Yeah, it's still a good thrower.
Like my top 10, now I'll list on my finger, like Cam, Rodgers, Brady, Breeze, Ryan, Rivers, Mahomes, Stafford, Cousins, and like, I guess on that back end of the top 10, I'm probably taking like Big Ben.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I mean,
So like after you're taking guys like that, you could probably start arguing Goff, yeah.
yeah, I would.
Like Goff's in that class with like, I guess like Deshaun Watson and just people like that.
All the new quarterbacks.
No, I would say he's better than Deshaun
Oh, I
Watson.
forgot about Wentz and Wilson. So yeah, those are like those 12 I named plus Wentz and Wilson. Like so, Goff's probably in the 13 to 15 range.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's better than Wilson. But I mean, not running. We're just talking about throwing.
Yeah, I mean, I just know he makes some really easy throws, and you can't blame a guy for making easy throws. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, I think it's similar to Brady, to where now he's like he'll get to the point where he is good. Like now Brady's okay now, but like if he didn't start his career, if he didn't have McVay,
Yeah, I mean, just
first
hoping you have
couple years,
McVay.
he would have just had a horrible career.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, it's hard to explain, but like in my opinion, like if you're putting a Ram in the MVP combo, it's easily Gurley and not Goff.
No,
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
definitely. No one's gonna argue that.
Okay, yeah, as long as we're all on the same page there, that like if you're
Yeah.
ranking MVPs, it's easily Gurley and not Goff.
Oh yeah. But you're just going hard on some Goff slander. That's what I had to say, y'all.
All right. Anyways, I'm gonna pick Cam this week.
You are?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ouch.
No
I'm-
offense, and he beat me, so I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm just gonna.
I mean, I'm gonna go myself. I think it's a must-win week for me.
Right.
I'll probably make some changes to my lineup. I don't know if this will be final. I don't know if I'll have Chris Ivory starting in there.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I'm still taking myself this week. I just think I have the overall better team.
Yeah, I don't blame you. You do have a better team. It's just the
Yeah. I got Josh just because like no way Deshaun Watson puts up 30 again, not against Denver.
Yeah.
So,
That's very true. I'm still gonna stick with Cam because I want to at least have one different prediction, but I forgot about that.
Yeah. So I gotta go with Josh because, yeah, Deshaun Watson was the only reason like he beat you last week.
Very true. Okay. So you were going Josh, I'm going Cam. So now we have 2 games left. Both could be very good options for game of the week. Wouldn't you say, Josh?
Yeah, I mean,
You think so, Parker?
Yeah, I think so.
it's
Okay.
close.
It's close,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, each one's like 1 to 2 points, so it's tough to decide which one I'd go game of the week for.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we should do the other game before game of the week. So, Parker, you want to tell us about your game?
Yeah, I'll start. So I don't know. Hold on, it's loading up real quick. You guys go ahead. It's loading.
Okay. So, Parker against Kyle. Is this like a rivalry matchup, kind of?
I would say rivalry matchup.
Kind of like a rivalry.
I think that's fair.
So, Kyle, I can almost confirm Rodgers will go off this week.
Yeah.
Oh, major.
And see now Detroit's playing a good defense. So like,
Yep.
I mean, so your best hope here, Parker, for Stafford to put up points. Vikings go up like 30-7 going in the 4th. He can like
Yeah.
stat pad the hell out of the 4th and get like put up like
And only pass it to Galladay.
yeah, like put up like 220 yards and 3 touchdowns in the 4th quarter alone. while like the Vikings just have people standing in the end zone playing prevent. So no, but like seriously, I don't know. This could be a close one. I think I'm gonna go Parker, definitely. This is weird because you do have the Vikings defense and 2 Lions guys. That's a
Yeah.
little odd.
Yeah.
But
I don't want to start Stafford, but like I picked up Dak Prescott, but I don't want to start him either.
And
So
you even started thinking Dak over Stafford. I really don't know what to tell you, fam.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of got to start Stafford. I mean, you got to start both.
I mean, Tennessee doesn't have a
Kinda
great
suck.
defense, and the Vikings do. But like, you'd almost be overthinking it if you went with Dak. Oh, well, now that I look at it, like, now that they have a running game, Stafford hasn't been able to stat pad too much.
yeah, like
And the
he
thing-
just hasn't been putting up numbers like that.
I mean,
Say Stafford fucks. Just say he's just absolutely awful. He does not do well. Then Vikings defense is getting a lot of points.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, think about it like this. Like, people thought Dak went off, like, against Washington, and he, like, Dak has one game over 20 points.
Yeah.
And, like, that was, like, a fluky, weird game where against, Jacksonville.
You're kind of in a weird situation where, like, if Matthew Stafford throws a pick, like, you get points for it. like it's a weird situation, but I mean,
Oh, you should
It's
hope
not off-
Stafford throws pick
Yeah.
sixes.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, you get more points off pick sixes than you do off regular touchdowns.
That's true.
Well, like if you look at it, since Kerryon Johnson stepped on, like he hasn't scored over 16 points since like
Yeah.
Kerryon Johnson emerged.
I mean, they haven't had a good
that's-
running back in a long time.
That's a good point. So yeah, they're really using it because like they haven't had a good running back in a long time and they haven't been winning. So like now that like running back's the key to winning and they're
Yeah.
winning at this point. So yeah, this is gonna be a tough one, but I'm still gonna go you. I mean, you have been scoring a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you had a great week last week. I don't know, it was close. I mean, I think Aaron Rodgers goes off. Latavius Murray's a really good running back. Jordan Howard played really well last week. Antonio Brown. I mean, obviously, if we had a field day with Baltimore's defense, obviously we got a better quarterback. But, I mean, Brown's probably going to score you a touchdown. I mean, it's tough. I might go Kyle this week. I want to pick Parker, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and go Kyle.
Okay,
Yeah.
understandable.
I really want to pick me, but I mean I'm gonna pick me. Like I pick me, but like it's gonna be so close. But I think now that Tate's gone, like I think Galladay is definitely gonna be stepping up. I think Diggs is gonna have a big day.
Yeah,
You know,
I feel you.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll leave LaShawn McCoy in my flex. I'm thinking about putting Connor Sutton in.
Okay.
So like it's gonna be close.
Yeah.
But I'm going with B.
Only thing I'm thinking about, podcast curse.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot about that until now. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna switch it to Kyle. I'm switching over.
You're switching to Kyle.
That hurts. I needed this one too.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been proved wrong yet. So it's week 9.
Yeah, like
So
that's
whether
the thing. It literally has
whether you believe in curses or not, the podcast curse has gone on 9 straight weeks.
Yeah. 8
So
straight weeks, but
well, yeah. I mean, 9 probably. So it's gonna be close. I'm rooting for you, but I don't know. I see Kyle coming out on top on this one.
yeah.
Same.
All right. Well, then I'm sticking with myself just to be odd man out.
Okay, so now we're gonna go on to the game of the week, and this has been a long time game of the week in the making. Like
Long
before my team like started getting screwed, like we were the top 3 teams. So like now we finally get a Jamie Aaron matchup. It should be a good one.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, I'm excited for this game, just to watch.
There's not too.
Because I mean, they're pretty much battling for the number 1 seed right
The only
now.
thing that really sucks is OBJ on bye. Like one of the best players in the matchup is on bye.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, it should be good. And like, I think Mahomes is gonna really outscore Breeze. Like Breeze last 2 weeks, 16 then 6. And this is anything to do with Breeze. I don't know how much you guys have really been watching, but like this season, like Breeze is not throwing the ball downfield at all.
No. He's not he's not even top 5 in the league in passing yards. I think this is like the first time through week 9 he hasn't been top 5 in passing yards.
Like Alvin Kamara is much more important to the Saints offense than Breeze is at this point.
Yeah, I agree with that statement 100%.
And
Like,
don't get me wrong, Breeze still having a good year. Like, let's see, what's he at now? I think he has 15 touchdowns and like 1 pick.
Yeah, I mean, he's having a great year. It's just one of those things where like they finally have a good solid running game. And so they're just relying more on Kamara and Mark Ingram than they are on Drew Brees.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, so like I don't know. That's definitely the case. So it's kind of weird. Like Mahomes will probably almost certainly outscore Breeze.
But
The running backs here are good.
yeah, but Mahomes is probably going to go up a ton against Cleveland early. So how much are they going to be throwing the ball in the second half?
They stat pad like hell.
Yeah, they do.
Don't get me wrong. I love Mahomes. He's a supreme talent, truly an elite talent. But they stat pad like hell for him.
Yeah.
Like you
It's one of those things where like I feel like Drew Brees against the Rams. I mean, that's going to be a close game. I feel like they're going to be.
Have to be a high scoring if they want a chance to win.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like Brees is going to be throwing the ball a whole lot more than Mahomes will throughout the game. Although, I mean, obviously Mahomes has better talent to make those points go up, but
yeah, this is very good points here. Other than that, I mean, like both these teams are just dang good, man.
yeah,
Jalen
it's hard
Julio,
to pick.
Adams
It's
and
hard to pick
Hopkins.
against Todd Gurley, like at any point.
I'm not picking against Gurley. I'm gonna go Aaron this week.
Yeah, gosh, it's tough. I don't know. I mean, both teams obviously.
Gano might even looking at the kickers, Gano might get more action than Fair Barney.
Yeah, I mean it's close. Obviously, Aaron's team's played the best all year. I mean, no one can really. I mean, I know he doesn't have the best record.
Also, when
but
did starting the Chiefs defense ever become a good idea? I guess
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
like
well-
Cleveland.
Cleveland's they just lost their coach and offensive coordinator, so
That helps them.
that's what is coming down for me. Like I think Kansas City's gonna take advantage of that. So I'm going with Jamie. It's stretching, but I'm going with him.
I think I'm going Jamie too.
All right, I'm gonna roll Aaron this week. Because don't sleep on Lamar Miller. His past 2 weeks have been incredible.
Yeah, he's been playing great, and I don't even
But
think
now
he
he's playing-
started him.
But now he's playing Denver's defense and their front line.
Yeah,
So,
but
this is
it's
true.
Denver's defense that Isaiah Kroll had a field day on.
Yeah, the defenses are just weird in the NFL this year.
Yeah,
Okay,
so it's close, but yeah, I'm gonna go Jamie. That
Okay.
way, me and Chase have picked somebody different at least.
Yeah. Okay, so that wraps up our predictions for this week. This is a great episode. Definitely. We talked about a lot. It's probably very long.
Probably super long, but
Almost
Yeah.
certainly.
there's a lot. We had a lot we had to cover.
Yeah.
We did. I don't know how. We're probably looking at about an hour. And how much did we talk before we started recording? Anybody look at the time on there?
I thought we started around 8:30, so I think we're around an hour.
We're probably gonna be
Hour.
about the same as last week, an hour, hour 10, probably about an hour 10, which is fine. I think people will,
All great content.
all great content, definitely. I think people enjoy listening to us talk about all the stuff that we did discuss. Parker,
Yeah,
it's
I
nice
mean-
having you on. At this point, we've had
Yeah.
everyone on in the league except Cal, Kyle, and Amelia.
Yeah, I mean
I don't
these
think.
weeks just keep getting better. I mean, I would say this is probably our best podcast yet.
Oh yeah, this is definitely our best podcast yet.
We covered a lot of good content.
Next week and the next coming weeks, we're really going to be looking at the playoff push because it is very important. Like, if you don't make the playoffs, you can't just relax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because there's gonna be good teams not in the playoffs.
Yeah, like.
And those good teams can't relax either because you don't know.
Yeah, no, you can be like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm a good team. Like, I'm not gonna take the SAT. Well, I don't know, buddy.
Yeah.
Cam's played great against good teams. I
Yeah.
want to match up with him not in the playoffs.
Yep. So yeah, we're definitely talking about the playoff push. Amelia, she'll almost basically clinch if she wins this week. So shout out to her. Parker, thanks for coming on with us.
Of course.
Amelia, I'm not sure if Amelia will want to come on the podcast. Kyle doesn't seem feasible. Cal, if you really want to come on next week, we would love to have you. If not, we will probably start repeating guests. Most likely we'll have on Zach or Heath, I would say. Because I know Zach and Heath both have been very vocal about wanting to come on again for sure.
And we got to get to the bottom of Poopgate.
Yeah, oh yes. Here's some matchups we need for the last 4 weeks after this week. We need we'll be doing playoff stuff too.
Yeah.
We need Heath and Jamie in the same week. Investigator of Jamie Gate and Jamie. We need Zach and Tyson as well.
Hey, after this week, you could start looking at having 2 guests on at one time.
I'm gonna ask people how they would feel about that because it's I would never do more than 2 because I don't want to get to the point where 5 people are on the podcast and then that leaves 6
Oh, yeah,
people
true.
listening. I'll ask people if they think 4 is too much and we'll see from there. I might just have someone come on as a guest during the podcast, call in during 10 minutes. But yeah, so that about wraps up this week. Great to have you on, Parker. Great as usual, Josh. Good episode. Had a great time in the group chat last night. This should be up tomorrow. I will not be doing it tonight.
I'm glad you're telling the people that are listening to tomorrow.
Yeah. Tell the people tomorrow that they're listening
tomorrow. I'm making sure you guys know not to peer pressure me.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I'm about to go eat, and I would love to play some Red Dead Redemption.
So, I'm still going to say Chase drop it tonight.
Yeah, you probably Alright, anyways. Great episode, boys. See you guys next week.
See you next week, boys.
Sure.